praises to Barakatha Yahweh, Barakatha YAHAWASHI, Yahweh Bahashim, YAHAWASHI, Kakrakadash. Praise your holy name. I'd like to give double honors to them elders at Great Millstone, on down to them youngins that's preaching this word sincerely with no gimmicks. Through YAHAWASHI, we have redemption. Redemption, a time of mercy called a day of redemption. Yahweh by YAHAWASHI, love exhibits in redemption. Redemption is by the blood of YAHAWASHI. Redemption, they who partake of praising Yahweh by YAHAWASHI for. Redemption, they who partake are zealous of good works. Redemption, they who partake of are a peculiar people. Redemption, defined, wait for the completion of. Redemption, they who partake of are the property of Yahweh by YAHAWASHI. Redemption, a subject for praise. Redemption is from the power of sin. Redemption is from all iniquities. Redemption, they who partake of it should glorify Yahweh by YAHAWASHI. Redemption, bound servants. Redemption, they who partake of alone can learn the song of heaven. Redemption, they who partake of are first fruits unto Yahweh by YAHAWASHI. Redemption, they who partake of are sealed unto the day of. Redemption is from the curse of the law. Redemption, the Holy Spirit sealed your redemption. Redemption, they who partake of it should be without fear. Redemption, the present life, the only season for. Redemption, they who partake of shall return to Zion with joy. Redemption is from all evil. Redemption is from the bondage of the law. Redemption is from the bondage of the law. Redemption described as eternal. All those things, is redemption. Ain't that a beautiful thing? Exodus 6:6. Therefore say unto the children of Israel, I am Yahweh by YAHAWASHI, and I will bring you out from under the burdens of the Egyptians, and I will rid you out of their bondage, and I will redeem you with a stretched out arm and with great judgment. And that goes on for today too. He will redeem us out of this modern day Egypt. With a stretched out arm and with great judgment. Deuteronomy 26:8. And Yahweh brought us forth out of Egypt with a mighty hand and with outstretched arms and with terribleness and with signs and with wonders. And like I said, the precept before, he gonna do that again in this modern day Egypt. He gonna bring us out, with outstretched arms, with a mighty hand, Psalms 31:5. For his anger endures but a moment, and his favor is life. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. That's 30. That's 30 and 5. We're going to go, that's the spirit though, for his anger endures but a moment. Yes. And his favor in life, weeping may endure for a night, but joy cometh in the morning. Yes, it does. Psalms 31 and 5. Into thy hands I commit my spirit. Thou hast redeemed me, O Yahweh, by YAHAWASHI of truth. So the Most High has redeemed us. Psalms 103 and 4. Who redeemed thy life from destruction? Who crowned thee with lovely kindness and tender mercies? So destruction, who redeemed thy life from destruction? And we looked up destruction, it's ruin. So he redeemed our life from ruin, from disaster, a pulling down, a tearing down, demolish. So he redeemed us for devastation. Without that redemption, we'll be in the, boy, you think we catching hell now, boy, watch out now. Isaiah 53, 10 through 12. Yet it pleases Yahweh to bruise him. He has put him to grief. When thou shalt have his soul and offense for sin, he shall see his seed. He shall prolong his day, and the pleasure of Yahweh shall prosper in his hands. He shall see of the travail of his soul, and shall be satisfied by his knowledge. Shall by righteous servant justify many. So he shall see the travail of his soul, and shall be satisfied. By his knowledge shall my righteous servant justify many, for he shall bear their iniquities. So Yahweh shall suffer for us. Therefore will I divide him a portion with the great, and he shall divide the spoil with the strong, because he has poured out his soul until death. He was numbered with the transgressors, and he bare the sins of many, and made intercession for the transgressors. So we looked up that word intercession, and it's act of interceding, a plead on the behalf of oneself or another, a going in between, coming between, to impose on someone's behalf, a mediator. So the Most High, he intercessed for the transgressors. For us, we was the transgressors, and he pleaded on the behalf of oneself or another. He pleaded on the behalf of Israel. An act of intercession. He was a going between, a coming between, to impose on someone's behalf. So he imposed on our behalf. Daniel 9 and 24. We're going to read 25 too. 7 weeks are determined upon thy people and upon the holy city to finish the transgressions, and to make an end of sins, and to make recarnation for iniquities, and to bring in everlasting righteousness, and to seal up the vision and prophecy, and to anoint the most holy. Know therefore and understand that from the going forth of the commandments to restore and to build Jerusalem until the Messiah, the Prince, shall be 7 weeks, and 62 weeks. The streets shall be built again, and the walls even in troubled times. So the Prince, the Messiah, and through him we have redemption. Matthew 20 and 28. Even the Son of Man came not to be ministered unto. Even the Son of Man came not to be ministered unto, but to minister and to give his life a ransom for many. So we looked up that word ransom. It means redemption, to redeem, to buy back, to take, to gain. Take. So he was a ransom for many, to give his life for a ransom to many. So his ransom for many is to redemption, to redeem many, to buy back many, to gain many, to take many. Romans 8 and 23. And not only then, but ourselves also, which have the first fruits of the Spirit, even we ourselves grown within ourselves, wait for the adoption, to wit, the redemption of our body. Yes. So the first fruits, that 144 that help build this world, the earth, put the things on it, help YAHAWASHI, was side by side with YAHAWASHI, waiting for the adoption, to get the redemption. Galatians 4 and 5. To redeem them that were under the law, that we might receive the adoption of sons. Yes. Ephesians 4 and 30. And grieve not the Holy Spirit of Yahweh by YAHAWASHI, whereby ye are sealed unto the day of redemption. So we looked up that word grieve, to make worry or depress. So we're not to make worry or depress the Holy Spirit, to make angry. I didn't know that we could make the Holy Spirit angry, to enrage. I didn't know, So that's grieve not the Holy Spirit. Don't enrage the Holy Spirit. Heavy. Don't put heaviness on the Holy Spirit. To be physically painful, causing discomfort. Don't cause the Holy Spirit discomfort. Cause grief too. Don't cause the Holy Spirit grief. Disappoint. Don't disappoint the Holy Spirit. Be cause of sorrow. Burden, injured. Don't injure the Holy Spirit. Don't burden the Holy Spirit. Oppress. Don't oppress the Holy Spirit. Afflict. You can even afflict the Holy Spirit. Harass. Oppress. So all these things, we are not to do to the Holy Spirit. Don't grieve the Holy Spirit. Don't cause of sorrow or burden with the bullshit that you're doing. Don't injure the Holy Spirit. Don't afflict the Holy Spirit. Don't harass. Don't make angry to make angry. To make worry or depress. The Holy Spirit depressed some of this, of this wicked body, that we trapped in, prisoners of hope. So don't grieve the Holy Spirit. You know, when the Holy Spirit tell you, you know, get that lesson out, get that lesson out, you know, even though you don't feel like doing it, or you want to lay down, or you want to do something else, when that Holy Spirit's, you know, moving you, He's trying to tell you, you know, things for your good, you know, to help you, you know. Because with that Holy Spirit, it's going to help you through Jacob's trouble. It's going to help you through the hour of temptation. So you learn to listen to that Holy Spirit. 9 and 12, Hebrews 9 and 12. Neither by the blood of goats and calves, but by his only blood, he entered once into the holy place, having obtained eternal redemption for us. So the Most High did it through his own blood. YAHAWASHI did it not by goats or calves. 1 Peter 1, 18 and 19. For as much as we know that ye were not redeemed with corruptible things as silver and gold, for your vain conversation received by tradition from your fathers, but with the precious blood of YAHAWASHI, as of the Lamb without blemish and without spot. So I looked up that word blemish, and blemish, you know, without blemish, without dishonor, blemish, stain, you know. So he did it without blemish. He did it without dishonor. He did it without a stain and without spot. Revelations 5 and 9. And they sung a new song, saying, Thou art worthy to take the book and to open the seal thereof, for thou wast slain and hast redeemed us to Yahweh by thy blood out of every kindred and tongue and people and nations. You know. So we were scattered through all the nations, you know. So we speak through all tongues, you know, and we was redeemed, you know. And YAHAWASHI, you know, he could open that seal. He was, you know, he Revelations, well, that's Romans. So you know, thou art worthy to take the book and to open the seal thereof, for thou wast slain. He was slain for us and has redeemed us. You know, us to Yahweh by thy blood in every kindred and tongue and people and nations. You know, so he's worthy. You know, he's worthy to be praised, you know. Through YAHAWASHI, we have redemption. Not because of your own works or because you think you're doing the Moses. So we like to give all praises to Barakah Yahweh, Barakah YAHAWASHI. Shalom, brothers.